Sure. But I got to talk about the elephant in the room here. I spent 45 minutes or so in my garage digging this out. Okay, so...
Okay, for the listening audience, Don Komarechka just pulled out a vintage Game Boy.
A vintage Game Boy.
Oh,
there you go.
It still works.
And it still works. So
you need to capture that sound. That needs to be your incoming text message sound.
Exactly. So I'm looking at this game, and if I'm looking through this, and I know that this is more of an audio podcast than anything else, this has a fairly large LCD screen that has menus for this RPG game that I found also in my garage that I can navigate through with far greater ease than I can on any of these little mobile action cameras. This is 27 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
What is the problem, guys? I mean,
yeah.
So
you're talking about the Sony interface, and apparently they announced that they had made some changes or some improvements to the interface. So
yeah, so now
you
can see. I saw some of it being demoed, and so you now actually get to see more than one menu option on the screen at a time. Because previously, you would see like one word, and you would scroll to the next word. No, I don't want that. You scroll to the next word. No, I don't want that.
Know.
You wouldn't
and
be
you
able
get
to
lost
see the
in the
whole menu
grid.
at once.
Yeah, when I had one, you had to like, even with the GoPros. I remember when I initially got the GoPro, I had to like literally sit there. I hadn't used a GoPro in years, and we did that White House thing. I was in the White House, and I was trying to set up a GoPro to do time lapse of the setup, and I'm literally under pressure. I had like 30 minutes to get this thing going, and my hands are shaking. I'm like, how do you get to? I had to like step out of myself and like, okay, it's a grid, Frederick. Just imagine it's a grid, and you're moving up, down, left, and right on a grid. And then once I kind of visualized it like that, I was able to get my bearings.
Sure. And so I saw the new Sony menu at play, and it is a vast improvement over the previous one. Mm-hmm. It is still, comparing to the video that I've seen of that, to this 27-year-old Game Boy, it's falling short. I mean, it's not a technological problem. Clearly, it isn't. So the shortcomings here are just engineering, putting resources into the wrong place. You need to make this camera as easy to use and as convenient to use as possible. Look at GoPro with their new voice activations and all of that, and that's a step in that direction for sure, because you can't be using the device, you can't be pressing buttons on the side of it and using it at the same time. I think that Sony has improved, but I still think that they're falling short. And if you look at the price points, they're selling this new camera for $400. Mm-hmm. And that's great, but the GoPro 5 Black is also $400. And so
they've got the AS300R, which is only 1080p, and that one's $300. So
right, and so, but at that price point, they need to drop each of these cameras down by $50.
I hope you enjoyed this quick clip of This Week in Photo. If you'd like more videos like this, just subscribe to our YouTube channel or subscribe to our podcasts, that's plural, over at thisweekinphoto.com.